Welcome to another film breakdown. Duke destroys Pittsburgh. All five stars in double figures. Cooper Flagg, highlight reel dunk, and then had another dunk right after that. That's obviously going to be in this film breakdown. Knueppel had three straight possessions where he hit three threes. And then Tyrese Proctor as steady as they come, and Sion James as steady as they come. Oh, and by the way, Common Malawatch is starting to really come into his zone. So this is a fun breakdown, and we're going to go right into it with this Duke team. All five guys scored in double figures. And we're going to start the game off with a little lob play for Common Malawatch. So what sets this up right here is it's not much to it except for the fact that Cooper Flagg times himself coming up more. So Cooper Flagg lifting makes his defender lift with him. And now there's no help to bump Common. And Common has a straight drive, straight rim run. Sion James hits some scores. Here is my favorite type of transition for Duke, and it's led again by Common Malawatch's hustle. Again, this guy, when he runs from front rim to front rim, it causes chaos for the defense. Just look at Pittsburgh trying to get back. You got the point guard at half court pointing out who he's got. Now he's trying to tell everybody else where to go, but Common's running so hard that the 4 and the 5 see him running. So now you got the one of the Diaz guys running towards Common, but then you got the 4-man at half court turning his head, seeing where Sion is, thinking he needs to go to Common because Duke's pushing the ball. And so he's running to Common. Now Duke has 1-on-2 on the left side right here, and Knueppel just throws over the top to Proctor. But all of that is due to Malawatch just hustling from one end to the other and just pure chaos for Pittsburgh because there's no communication except for one guy who tries to stop ball at half court. But Common getting to the rim as quick as possible sets this 3 up. That needs to be somehow an assist. We got to track that somehow with Common. Again, Iverson cut goes to a ball screen. Now Duke's playing pick and roll and then driving kick Proctor to Sion James. Splash unless the Pittsburgh bench know about it. But what Duke does so well and what Proctor's done so well, especially this season, all of Duke's guards for the most part, these ball screens, they turn the corner. Like if you played high school ball, you played college ball, you've always heard your coach, turn the corner. You got to turn this corner to make them play you on the back end. Proctor does. Flagg bumps his guy just enough, right? But it's not like the best ball screen. He's going to set the ball screen. Like that Pittsburgh guy can get over top, but just him giving that angle to Proctor, Proctor turns the corner, and now Sion James's defender creeps up, and now he's in the sucker hole because Tyrese Proctor turned into a scoring threat. And that's how Sion James is open because Tyrese Proctor had one mission, and that was get to the ACC logo at the free throw line. And then Duke has just been killing teams with this action for the last 4 games, it feels like. Cooper Flagg's three-pointer looks better and better. This cross-screen, down-screen that we've talked about in the last 2, if not 3 games of film breakdowns. He's reading his defender. Defender's cheating this cross-screen that Proctor's setting, so he's lost, long gone, and now Cooper Flagg is just wide open from the down screen, and good screen by Malik Brown screening his own guy. And then here is the flare screen action that we've seen Duke run so many times with Knueppel and Isaiah Evans. But this is a really good way to see it all the way through. It's flare screen's not there, so turn around instead of down screen for Knueppel. That's not there. Now Common's going to slip, and it leads to a dunk. He might have walked, but it's a really good play because here comes the down screen, and Common's guy is showing – hard hedging, whatever. He's showing for Knueppel, so Gillis can't throw that pass. But there's no backside help, obviously, with Common Malawatch setting the screen. So he slips and rolls, and he's a free runner. A free runner. Just a really good set. Again, dribble handoff, not there. Ball screen action. So I'm going to let this play all the way through, and then we're going to rewind this. Duke does get a 3 right here, I think. Oh, no, it's the pump fakes by Mason Gillis. Mason Gillis, Mr. Pump Fake. I'm telling you, the dude invented the pump fake. Let's admire the pump fakes first before I go all the way back here. So here we go. Mason Gillis. Catch, pump fake. Gets this guy in the air. Every time, I'm telling you, somebody's going to jump on a Mason Gillis pump fake. It's either going to be the on-ball defender or somebody in the stands. Blows by his guy. Pump fake. And that pump fake was just enough to miss time the defender's jump. And now he goes up and lays it in. But I'm going to go back to this because what happened here, let's see. Like, Duke gets a layup here, but you're like, why was it stagnant? Well, this is why I was stagnant here. Caleb Foster's going to catch this, and the first thing Caleb Foster's going to do is put the ball on the floor, try and beat his man. The first thing Caleb Foster should have done is look at Common Malawach as the free roller. So Proctor does a good job here, hard hedge, knowing he's dragging out Common's guy towards half court. That's a farther recovery for number 2 for Pittsburgh. So Proctor gets rid of it to Foster. Look, wide open. That's got to be an over-the-head pass immediately on the catch. Common's wide open, and I know I'm doing still frames here, but that's 3 in a row right there, and Common's still open, but the ball's on the floor, and Caleb Foster has to pick up his dribble and throw it away. Like, that is the reason why Caleb Foster's minutes have decreased and his efficiency has been inconsistent. Like, he had 9 points at SMU, which is really good, but he has to see the floor as a point guard. He has to look for that read first. You got to know that. Like, when there's a hard hedge and the opposing guard or the opposite guard and Tyrese Proctor is dragging it out, you got to know that the big man's defender is so far out of the play. That's the first read. And it's just he's looking to score rather than pass. And then luckily Duke scores in the shot clock with Mason Gillis. But if you're wondering why that was stagnant, it was stagnant because the read was open, but the read was missed. Now, Sion James, like I said, 8 rebounds. Duke's pushing. Just chaos ensues for Pittsburgh. And then here's one of the 3 threes in a row that Knueppel hits. Knueppel, since the Georgia Tech game, what was that, 4 or 5 games now, he's shooting 43% from 3. Again, Duke running and Knueppel hitting threes in transition is a scary sight. Cross screen, down screen. Pittsburgh does a really good job this time of switching up top, which should happen a lot more than it has against Duke. But Malik Brown and Cooper Flagg's defenders switch, so now the play's over. Go make a play, Sion James, and now Duke's just playing. Good talk by Tyrese Proctor, trying to screen for Khan. Still, just playing. Good penetrating kick. Tyrese Proctor, I think he had 4 assists. Makes something out of nothing. It was a really good job by Pittsburgh switching up top to get Duke out of the offense. But then Tyrese Proctor's just done Tyrese Proctor plays right here, doing Tyrese Proctor plays right here where he's making something out of nothing, finds the open Knueppel, hits a 3. And then Cooper Flagg, let me just go ahead and put the volume up.
What a turnaround there. They got it right the first time. And picked off. Flagg on the attack. Look at the slam! And a foul! Oh, no! Picked off. Flagg on the attack. Look at the slam! And a foul!
That's so nuts. I still can't get over that. I was speechless. And that's after he picked up a dumb 3rd foul. That's probably why he probably could have jumped from the 3-point line, how pissed off he was probably at himself for picking up that dumb 3rd foul. And this is the next possession.
But Leggett able to get one to go on the last possession.
Flagg, can he top what he just did a moment ago? Into the slam! This time a two-hander!
Dude is crazy. Like, maybe we need to keep seeing a pissed off Cooper Flagg because he is punishing the rim, and it doesn't matter if a 7-footer's in his way or not. Just unbelievable back-to-back dunks by Cooper Flagg. And then this was the same action that we just talked about earlier, right? The flare screen to a down screen for the shooter. Common slipped, and it led to a dunk for him in the first half. Now here is the flare screen for Knueppel. It's there. Flagg should have thrown that, but he doesn't. Turn around, set it up again for your shooter. Really good tight curl by Knueppel here to eliminate his defender in this play. Just beats him right there. Tough lay in. Good play by Knueppel. And then Duke's just playing. And then I'm going to clip up the next one where Cooper Flagg catches in the post because they don't double in that one. But here they double. And again, when Cooper Flagg is doubled on the catch, he's a lot more efficient and effective for Duke rather than getting doubled on the dribble. That's when he gets in trouble, is when they come, once he puts the ball on the floor, that's when he turns over. But here on the catch, he catches and surveys, finds cutting Sion James immediately. He lays it in. Like, that is good Cooper Flagg. Is when he is getting trapped on the catch, it's good things happen rather than getting trapped on the dribble. Again, here's the cross screen, down screen. Flagg doesn't use the cross screen. Here's the down screen. And he gets downhill. And just that one dribble is enough because Duke is such a threat at getting to the rim, especially Cooper Flagg, obviously, in this game with his 2 dunks. But here, he's turning that corner. Sion James's guy, Dunn, he's in the sucker hole, baby. And when you're in the sucker hole, bad things happen. And Duke's just taking the air out of the ball. And here, it's a cross screen, down screen for Knueppel, but there's 2 reads. There's Knueppel coming off the down screen, or it is the post up for Cooper Flagg. So this is what I was just talking about earlier. He catches this one in the post. There is no double on the catch. So now he gets a survey and play one-on-one. And you want that matchup every time if you're a Duke fan. One-on-one, there's no help. Go to work, spin away from the help, lay it in. Again, Duke's just taking care of the ball. It's that circle play that Duke ran, last game, two games ago. All these games are starting to run together on me. But it is the circle play. So trying to go farther back. There we go. So here we go. So Knueppel is going to catch, and then she's going to throw and get out of the way. So this is setting up a double stagger for Tyrese Proctor. Proctor's going to catch. Underrated pass, by the way, by Flagg to actually lead Tyrese Proctor to the rim. He didn't throw it trying to aim at his chest. He threw it out in front of him, and so Tyrese Proctor caught it and ran through, got to the rim. Would have been cool to see him punch it, but we'll take the layup. So those are the offensive plays that I highlighted. Now here are the defensive ones. Just the first possession of the game. This has been Duke basketball all year. Switching up top, aggressive. Look at Tyrese Proctor, how hard he's fighting in the post. Mismatch. He's guarding a post player. He just drives him out of there. There's no threat now. That threat is eliminated by Proctor. Duke shows trap, rotate. Great stunt by Cooper Flagg to make Sion James' guy pick up his dribble. He throws it over. Knueppel now steps up. And now Proctor is recovering in the corner. Closeout. Lateral dribble. Loses the ball. 5 seconds now on the shot clock. Get in him. A great stunt again by Sion James. Makes the offensive player pick up his dribble, spin out of control, and throw a wild shot up and Duke's off and running. Just a unbelievable possession defensively. First possession of the game, man. First possession of the game. You got Proctor in the post battling. Like, we're going to play this all the way through. Just good on-ball pressure by Sion James. Stay with it. Now look at Proctor. Get him out of there. That's legal defense. Help. Good communication. Almost a turnover. 5 seconds on the shot clock. No fouls. Contest. Rebound. Out. Like, that's unbelievable. That's great defense. That's great defense. Oh, no. I lost my spot. Let's go. Let's see where this is. Oh, this is the second possession of the game. We already saw Duke run. So we're good. We already saw the defensive play anyways. I have this clipped up because this one, just where Duke is standing, team defense here is phenomenal. And I didn't realize how much Common Malawach was switching on the perimeter until I watched this game over again. Look at this. Common's switching. And he did this a lot in the second half where he's guarding a quicker guard on the perimeter. Now, they throw it back because Lowe is one of Pittsburgh's best players, so you want a mismatch, right? A guard against a slow-foot, 7-footer. No disrespect, Common, it's just what it is. But look at Con Knueppel and Tyrese Proctor and then Cooper Flagg and Sion James. Look at help side defense. It looks like Duke's running a 1-2-2. Duke's running man, but they are not letting Lowe drive by Common. Duke is just in the driving lanes. They are making you pass out of this. You are not going to get to the rim trying to blow by Common Malawach. Look how this defense is standing. Phenomenal textbook defense. And then look at the shot that Pittsburgh settles with. I mean, thank you, right? Like, Pittsburgh completely freaked out right here. Completely freaked out. They're like, oh, mismatch, clear out, clear out. Duke's like, we know you're going to clear out. So now we're going to just make everything compact. We're going to play as pack line as possible. Tony Bennett's probably somewhere smiling and just shoot a bad look, get out and go. And again, Common guarding a guard on the perimeter. He gets beat, which is going to happen when you have these switches. But Sion James, help side, plays vertical, contests. Look at that contest. And then a swat by Common. Oh, by the way, this is the first possession out of the timeout that John Shire called. Pittsburgh didn't score the rest of the game. It was 58-47 with 7 minutes and some change left before this possession started. And they didn't score the rest of the game. Pittsburgh didn't because Duke locked in defensively. So again, there's a switch with Proctor and Common. Common gets beat. Great vertical contest by Sion James. Allows Common to recover and send that ball right to Knueppel, and Duke's out and running. Again, Pittsburgh did not score the rest of the game after the timeout Duke called. You probably didn't know that because Corey Alexander was talking about his third cousin playing in the 80s and somehow had correlation with the Knueppels or the Flaggs or somebody on the court. Again, Duke switching everything, loading up help side, loading up help side. Just good defense, hard contest. Pittsburgh gets the offensive rebound. Yes, but Common is just a menace around the rim. Another contest. Clink. You start seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold. You start seeing ghosts when a guy like Common's around the rim and he's impacting your shot attempts. But this is a great dig by Sion to make the guy pick up his dribble probably half a step too early. So now you're shooting a runner, right on right runner, which is a very hard shot, and you're fading away to the HC logos with the 7-2 Common trying to block your shot. And then you get an offensive rebound, you think everything's great because you're around the rim, and now you see that big, long hand in front of you again, and you miss. And then I got one or two more after this. Just look at Knueppel here. His guy's trying to set a screen, and how hard Knueppel denies it to where the screen is so ineffective. They're trying to run something. Duke switches this. Knueppel's not letting his guy go up top and catch this cleanly or set a ball screen, whatever. So his guy fades away, but him and Sion still exchange. So they exchange. Knueppel's now one-on-one on an island, and Duke lives with a step-back three. That's the one thing that you can knock Jeff Capel with is his team does this way too much, like historically. They shoot these type of shots. Blake Hinson hit some of these shots last year, and that's why they beat Duke. But once there's a switch on the perimeter and there's confusion, Pittsburgh jacks. And most of the time they miss, and that's why they're very volatile, and they can either pull off an upset or they can lose by 20+. Close your eyes on a Cooper Flagg spin move. But Duke in transition. Again, Sion James bodies him, blocks it, goes the other way. And then there's one more. It's this one right here, and we'll end it. So ball screen again. Common is playing. He's switching everything. He is playing the perimeter. Duke is playing the gaps very well to where the guard can't drive by Common. Has to give it up. Proctor, great closeout. I think that's done. Misses it and goes. Actually, one more. I lied. Now this is the last one. This is the one that I wanted to end on. Again, Common's out there. He's against this guy, right? But good ball pressure. Duke's up 22 with a minute 54 to go. Pittsburgh, like I said, didn't score the rest of the game because Duke was playing this hard defensively. Dunn here just cracks me up because he goes nowhere with so many head fakes. He's going nowhere. His dribble's going nowhere, and he throws it away or throws it to his teammate. But he just looks like Julian Newman right here trying to go against Knueppel. Just all that movement going nowhere. Try to get downhill, nothing there. Driving lane, nothing. Fade away, clank, rebound. Sion James just said, hold the ball, that's it. This team's special. And I know I'm a Duke fan. That sounds very biased, but you see it in film. Like the eye in the sky doesn't lie. This team, offensively, we've seen them break out. Defensively, they've been the same great defensive team. I think they're number one. They're number one now in Ken Palm, and I can't argue that. Like the film doesn't lie. I know the ACC is bad, but Duke is just beating bad teams the way they should, and that says something, especially in conference play. So I hope you guys enjoyed this film breakdown. This was a fun one, and they're always fun when Duke wins, but this was really a fun one, highlighted by Cooper Flagg's dunk. So I'll see you guys next time.